This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up, and happy Thursday, Jason Walker Show. Back in the Off-the-Wall Advertising Mancave for all your advertising needs and great packages. Get a hold of me as well as Chase Cloker at Off-the-Wall Advertising and Jason Walker Media. We will set you up and take care of you and get your name out. So, it's awesome. You can watch the show on Facebook, Twitter, or X, YouTube, Podbean, Rumble, Network One Sports, Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, Apple, everywhere. JasonWalkerShow.com, JasonWalkerMedia.com, and check out Continental Divide Radio as well. Huge show coming up today. We're going to continue our basketball previews as we'll head back down to Townsend, check in with boys coach Tyler Patrick. Also, East Helena coaches Ty Ridgeway and Carson Bender set to join us as well. You can tweet us anytime at JWalkerSports. Email Jason to JasonWalkerShow.com. And congratulations to the Montana State Bobcat volleyball team. Holy cow, are they on a roll? They just missed out on winning the Big Sky Championship. Made it to the title match before falling. But they earned an invitation to the National Invitational Volleyball Championships. And they are now 2 wins away from a title. The Women's Invitational Volleyball Championship Fab 4. They beat Wyoming in 5 last night, down in Laramie, 22-25, 25-22, 21-25, 25-23, and 15-8 to advance to the last 4 remaining schools in the NIVC. 24-8 now. First-year head coach Matt Houck, who's done amazing down there. And holy cow. And, yeah. 37 ties, 12 lead changes last night in the match. The second set by itself saw 14 ties. And, man, that is awesome. Coaching to win. It's amazing what'll happen when you coach to win. Bobcats 5-1 in the postseason this year, all of them on the road. 2-1 in Big Sky Tournament. 3-0 at the NIVC. Also has won 10 of its last 11 matches overall, by the way. And Kira Thompson, 24 kills, 10 digs, 3 blocks, 3 aces. Continues to lead the way. And, man, that's super cool. So the Cats will now play Wichita State Saturday in Kansas, noon Mountain Time. Keep an eye on that. Coaching to win. It's amazing where it'll get you. What else did we... Oh, speaking of coaching to win, this guy coached and won a lot. Craig Bull announced his retirement at Laramie after coaching Wyoming for 10 years. A lot of Bobcat coaches have come from there. But had a great run at North Dakota State, won 3 consecutive titles, then moved on to Wyoming, and is 60-60 overall. He needs a win. He will coach in the bowl game against Toledo, the Arizona Bowl, December 30th in Tucson. But awesome. Congratulations to a great coach. 3-time national champ. Well, you don't win national championships in high school. You win state championships. And the East Helena girls got a postseason win a year ago. They want more, though. And joining us to kick things off on a busy Thursday is the head coach of the Vigilante girls, Carson Bender, joining us here, Jason Walker Show. All right, Coach. First off, congratulations. A great win to open up the season for you guys on Saturday night. Take me through that.
Thanks, Jason. Yeah, I appreciate that. The first game is always interesting. You never know if you've got everything ready to go, and especially when you play on the opening weekend, you definitely don't have enough time to have everything in. So, but it's good for us as coaches to see where we're at. And it was a pretty chaotic game, and I think we all learned a lot. So that's a good one to get under our belts that early in the season to be able to have that opportunity to be in some end of the game situations and come out and be able to learn from it and still end up on the winning side of things. So.
You did lose some great players, but when you return a player like Diamond Root, that's a heck of a start for the season. And I saw today or yesterday, she just got an offer from Providence. So she's getting recruited and she definitely deserves it. But how much will you rely on her this year?
Diamond's, she's a very good player. And probably more importantly, she's a even better person and leader. We rely on her a lot in games to do a lot. She just does a lot on her own. She's a competitor, but also probably more importantly, she kind of sets the tone at practices and everything else. When you have a player at that skill level who's also every drill, everything that she does, she's going full speed, working as hard as she can. I think that's pretty huge because it sets the tone for really good practices. And I think we're going to have a lot of growth this year because of that. So she's a big part of it, but I also think we have some other really skilled players, and they're going to have their time to show up this year as well. So looking forward to them developing.
Some of those being a Janelle Taylor, a Brooke Harris, a Bailey Burgum. I mean, you've got some. You graduated 5, but you've got some talent coming back and players too, Coach. I think more importantly, that were part of that postseason success last year a little bit that now can feed into the younger kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Those kids have the experience. They're not new to that, and they've been part of the program for since it started basically. And so to get that playoff experience last year and get a win, and then also lose one and a tough one. Those kids are they want to go out and make that jump this year and get those wins, and they worked really hard in the off season for it. So it's a good group.
Talking with Carson Bender, the East Helena girls basketball coach. What's the move from Southwest A to Southeast A? What's the most important part, what's the biggest part of the move from divisions?
That's a great question. And I guess it's something that we're going to learn a little bit more about here come January. We had the opportunity, last year we went as coaches and some players, we went and watched the state tournament. And 4 of the teams from the Southeastern A were playing in the state tournament. 3 of them in that last go around. One of them was playing in the state championship. The other 2 were playing for 3rd and 4th. So they're super talented. They're really well coached. They play really, really up-tempo, physical basketball. And we tried our best to put ourselves in positions to play some of those games this summer when we had the chance. And they're talented. Not to say the Southwest A isn't talented either. There's some really good teams there, but just some perennial success in those programs like Hardin and Billings Central and stuff. So it's a good challenge. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the history of the state tournament over the last 10 years, I mean, Hardin, Billings Central, Laurel, Havre, obviously not in the Southeast, but you will face Havre this year in non-conference Friday night, I believe. But you know, you're going to get tested all season long, and that's actually good.
Yeah, I agree. If you want to step up a notch and get your program to the next level, you've got to play those good teams and figure out what it takes to play at that level and to be successful against those good teams. And so we're excited to have that experience. Yeah, we got Havre coming here Friday. We have Browning on the non-conference. We have Dillon on the non-conference. Just on top of all those teams we're going to play in our own conference. So we have a tough schedule this year, but we're excited. Like I think it's going to lead to a lot of growth for us for sure.
Do you get to talk to like Coach Kraske or Coach Farmer down at Hardin to see different styles, different, even jet ales at Central, just to gauge what they're doing to make your program better?
Yeah. That's always a cool thing about coaching is the networking, and everything. I had a chance. I haven't talked to Coach Ailes at Billings Central. I had a chance to visit with Coach Farmer at Hardin this summer at the coaches clinic. She's great, and she does a phenomenal job down there, and so that was interesting to hear. I definitely asked her questions, and she was really, really open about what they did. I've known Coach Kraske for a few years now. Got introduced to him a while back, and I always pick his brain whenever I see him. And it's funny. It's they don't do a lot of different things. It's just kind of how they do them is what it really comes down to. And I think they're really open about that. And the level of detail, like I know for sure, Coach Kraske, he does these fundamentals. And I think everybody does fundamentals in practice, but the level of detail he picks through, those kids really have all the little details down of doing things. And so I think that's why he's so successful. But yeah, those guys are great, and they've been a huge resource for me.
Well, I've gotten the chance to call the last 3 state A's on NFHS, and watching those teams and watching those coaches. I mean, Coach Kraske is probably the only coach in the state that still wears a suit to basketball games.
I know. Yeah.
Which is great. It's great.
Yes.
And there's, they've won a few. So that maybe that's the thing, Coach. You just start wearing suits on the sidelines.
Oh man, that would make me, I'm not a big suit guy, so that puts me in a tough spot.
Oh man. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun this season. It was World Trick Shot Day this week, I think on Wednesday, but do you guys practice trick shots, like the half court game, at the end of practice, everybody get to launch half quarters?
Yeah, that's kind of been our, we love to, we love to throw in some competitive shooting drills and then always throw a loop at them and make them make a half court shot or something at the end to win it off. They got all these serious shots and get them in a row, and then it always ends. We have a couple drills where they got to end it with a half court make, and just for fun to keep things loose and everything else. And yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I mean, the half quarter is awesome, and you're never going to use it. I mean, you might, but you never know.
Yeah, there's an art to it for sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not everybody that can do it.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, my daughter is in kindergarten, and I said, I think your librarian is the girls' basketball coach's wife. So she loves Mrs. Bender over at Eastgate.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Mrs. Bender is a great teacher, and she's she's the glue of the family. That's for sure.
Well, she let my little one bring home one of her personal Bluey books.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she trusts.
She's big into reading.
She is. Well, so's my little one.
Yeah.
But she's got a nice little library over there.
Yeah. We do have great stuff over here. Yeah.
It's very, very nice. So which school are you at?
I'm at East Helena High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm at the high school. Yep. Teach government and psychology and
government.
A couple other ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are we working on in government?
We're in the executive branch right now,
okay.
working through some presidential roles and responsibilities. So always a good chapter.
Yes, and make sure that the kids follow the rules like the president's supposed to.
Yeah.
Do you bring that up at all? Do you talk about like executive orders and abuse of power over the years?
Yeah, the kids are always really interesting to learn about the executive orders, and especially as it follows we just get done with the legislative unit and we go through the whole process of like how hard it is for a bill to become a law. And then we talk about executive orders and they're like, wait, what, why did everything go through?
Or a veto and then it's overridden. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I should come sit in your class sometime. I love government. So, I'd love to sit in there and watch the kids' reactions.
Yeah. Welcome anytime.
Hey, Coach, good luck this week. Good luck this year. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to try to bring the little one down Friday. She's been to volleyball and football, but she's yet to come to a Vigilante Hoops game. So.
Oh yeah, it'll be a good one. Yeah. Haver's great. It'll be fun.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And they don't, it's just, they have the same system, different players, and it works.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
yep.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck this year, and maybe we'll see you on Friday night.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on, Jason.
Carson Bender, the head coach of the East Helena High girls, and an appearance by the little one there at the end this morning before she went off to school. So appreciate him joining us. That's going to be a good game tomorrow night. East Helena, boys and girls, hosting Haver. Haver has it. I'll have to bring this up with Coach Ridgeway. He's a Haver guy. I'll bring this up with Coach Ridgeway next time we talk in the Off-the-Wall Mancave. But he's going to join us next. Also still to come, Tyler Patrick, the head coach in his second year out at Townsend, coaching the boys. And much more. The Walk-Up brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. 50-plus years experience. The finest craftsmen available in the West. Get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com. 15 different floor plans. You can go in with your own. They're gonna craft something that's gonna last for generations for you. Montana Custom Log Homes. Ty Ridgeway. When we come back, Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Jason Walker here, and if you're like me, some nights are mine to cook at home, and there's only one place that I know I can trust for a quick, easy meal for my family. Dinner's Done Right. When I stop into Dinner's Done Right, I trust that there will be a great selection of food that is healthy and easy to cook, either that night with their ready-to-make dinners, or I can plan for a weekend dinner from their frozen choices. And when I'm out and about in town, I know I can stop in for the grab-and-go salad bar with the freshest ingredients and homemade dressings. For monthly menus and more, visit dinnersdoneright.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn.
Conopop coming back. Jason Walker Show, Off-the-Wall Mancave on a Thursday. I love it. And that is what I say every time people say, why do you do the Jason Walker Show and keep talking about Montana sports? I love it. Absolutely. There is absolutely nothing better than Montana sports and talking about it in the Off-the-Wall Man Cave. Speaking of what I also love, rodeo. National Finals Rodeo starts tonight down in Vegas, and just got my re-signing up to be able to watch that with the Cowboy Channel. And oh man, we got some good talent from Montana down there this year. Again, it is going to be fantastic. And I cannot wait. So, there you go. You know what else I can't wait for? East Helena basketball tomorrow night. Boys take on Havre at home. I love talking with this guy. His name is Ty Ridgeway, and he is the head coach of my Vigilante boys basketball team, and he joins us now, Jason Walker Show. Well, Coach, the last time I saw you, it was not a good situation. How's Jack Taylor's knee coming around? Or ankle, I guess.
Ankle, yeah. He's doing good with it. He's on one of those scooters right now, so he gets to scoot around the school a little bit. And we're hoping we can get him back in January sometime, and hopefully before postseason play. So but he still comes to all the practices, still, obviously part of the family and supportive. And so it's just still good to have him around.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, I texted you a while ago because my 5-year-old was asking, because we were at that game, and she's like, "Daddy, how's Jack?" And I said, I'll ask. So there you go.
He's a tough kid, and that was an unfortunate situation. And, I was on the sidelines when that happened, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah,
it's not good.
As a basketball coach in high school, as another coach in high school, when you see an athlete go down, it's not good either way, but especially one that you might be counting on in the upcoming season. You see your season flash before your eyes.
Yeah, and the funny thing with Jack is, he hasn't started a basketball season yet in 3 years. He's been hurt all 3 years, and so hopefully that's the last time. And but no, he's doing well.
We're talking with Ty Ridgeway, the East Helena High boys coach. You lose a lot from last year's team, Coulter Charlesworth, Caden Sager, guys like that, but you return a very good group of guys that got you 7 wins last year and know what winning in Class A hoops is all about. How are those guys? How was the off season with them, and how has practice been?
The off season was great. We had a great summer. We had a lot of kids show up to open gyms and participate in the tournaments that we went to. And, we've got three seniors this year. Actually, one of them is the only returning varsity player. So the other 2 haven't had any varsity experience till last Friday, but they're good leaders. They're good kids. They're good role models. They work hard. For these younger kids, especially, we've got a great core of young kids that are coming up, and our sub varsity teams are, they both got wins against Butte Central on last Friday, and they're just gym rats, and they love the game of basketball, and they just enjoy coming to practice and working hard, and that makes our jobs a lot easier when we have kids like that.
You did open up the season Saturday with a loss against Butte Central, but that's that's like the football team opening up with, Fergus or somebody like that, which they did. So, I mean, you guys got tested right out of the chutes.
Yeah. We were excited we got to play Butte Central. I mean, especially a non-conference game. And, we knew they were going to be tough. We got to see them over the summer, got to play them over the summer. So we kind of knew what they were about. They obviously can shoot the ball, as you can see that they hit 11 threes on us. They're a tough team. They play great defense. Brody does a great job with that. And they just play hard for 4 quarters, which is something that we're working on right now. They scored 24 points off of our turnovers. So, if we can take care of the basketball, and put the ball in the bucket and play better defense, we make that a game.
And it's a good, like I said, a good test to see where you guys are at early in the season. And they've had history. You guys really haven't yet. So,
right.
But now and you know what to expect. You guys do move to the Southeast, How different will that be?
I get the same question all the time. People ask me, how's that going to be? Well, we're going to have a couple overnight trips, obviously. But as far as talent goes, it's going to be tough. Lockwood's going to be very good this year. Billings Central, Laurel. I'm not sure about Park yet, but Hardin. So it's I think anywhere you go in Class A, it's going to be a test, and it's going to be a battle every night.
Yeah, definitely will. Biggest difference between the Southwest and the Southeast, though?
Well, let's see. I don't, Jason, I don't think there is much difference. I think all the teams play hard. They play up and down, fast-paced. They're strong. They're athletic. As far as the travel goes, at least we don't have to go, to the Bitterroot 3 times. We get to go to Billings instead.
There you go.
So, it'll be good to see some different teams this year. And, we're playing a lot of teams just in non-conference too. Obviously we play Havre this week and Browning and, we'll still get to play Frenchtown and Hamilton and Corvallis. And so, yeah, we've got a pretty good schedule. We are on the road, obviously, for a month and a half, I think. So we're not home again until January 23rd after this week.
I saw that. Why do you guys get 9 road games in a row?
I think, team bonding on the road.
No, I know what
they
you're
wanted us
to
to have some team bonding on the road and get to know each other better on the bus and in the hotels. And so, no, I think it's a thing that, we're a new team going into the conference. And I think this will be the only year that this ever happens, but it is what it is. And, it's going to be a test for us, having nine road games. So,
yeah. Do you get 9 home games in a row next year? I mean, this is like when San Antonio got booted out of their arena for rodeo or political conventions. I mean, it happens, but not in high school, typically.
No. Well, the good thing is we'll have, after we get back, the rest of our games will be at home, which will be nice. So,
yeah.
But, it'll be a challenge, and it'll be, we're going to have to learn how to play on the road, so.
Which is good, because you're going to have to win on the road.
Yep.
There's one guy, I know you've talked about some of the other guys, but 6'8" Evan Lane. Holy cow. I mean, it said in the newspaper article, size not often seen at the Class A. That's size not seen hardly at any level, but 6'8".
Yeah, Evan's a great kid. He's still working on his skills. He's gotten a lot better since last year. Great improvement. He's worked hard over the summer, worked hard this fall. So, we're expecting a lot from him this year. He knows his role. He's not a scorer. We want him to be around the basket a lot, alter shots, block shots, get rebounds, obviously put backs if he can do that too, when he can. So, yeah, he's a presence when he's around the basket for sure. I'd look like Isaiah Thomas going up against Manute Bol if I was to face him. Yeah, and his jumping's gotten a lot better, so it's pretty easy for him to dunk the ball now. So
is he long and lanky, or does he have some size?
He's long and lanky, yeah.
Okay, yep. Okay. So he's your typical 6'8" Montana high school.
Yep.
Big boy.
Yep, he is.
That's awesome. Ty Ridgeway, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. All right, it was World Trick Shot Day the other day, and I've been asking coaches all week, do you guys practice, or do you have the half-court game?
Half-court shots,
yep.
You mean?
Yep.
Oh, there's, once in a while, yeah, the kids will, whether it be after practice or, they'll take some half-court shots. But I think a lot of them right now, they're some of them are still trying to, get up and try to grab the rim or even try to dunk still with these younger kids, so that's pretty cool if you can do that. But no, I mean, yeah, it's, typical teenage boys. They like to, shoot up those half court shots.
That's good.
So game situations, it could happen. So.
Hey, if I could get up and touch the bottom of the net, I knew I was doing good that year.
Right. Yeah.
Those are my leap.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a kid in our JV game that hit a half court shot at the end of the quarter. So
see, there you go.
There you go.
It is National Cotton Candy Day today. Are you a cotton candy fan?
Oh yes, I am, and it's so yeah. When we go to the fair or farmers market or anything like that, I have to try to steer away from the cotton candy, but I end up usually getting some, and my wife just rolls her eyes and says, "Are you 5?" And I'm like, "Well, some days, yes."
Yeah, absolutely. I think every wife asks their husband that question. What are you, a kid? Yes, I am. Do you care about the color? Because the flavor's the same. So does it matter if it's pink or blue, or do you care?
I like the blue.
Really? Okay. Can you taste the difference?
Yeah, I think, like the blueberry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm a blueberry guy, so.
Okay. I've never really paid attention. But that's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's just sweet. I'm a sweet guy, so I like the sweet. So
you are a sweet guy.
Well, thank you, Jason.
Hey, say hi to the kids. I know they'll be tuned in
Will
later.
do.
So we'll see you at the Christmas stroll tonight.
Sounds good. Yeah. Hopefully I can make it over there after practice and hang out with the community a little bit. So
well, I've got to immerse myself now that my daughter's going to be a vigilante. So
yeah. Are we going to see you at the game Friday?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how she's 5, so we'll see how her attitude is.
Okay. Yeah.
She's been to volleyball for East Helena. She's been to a football game. She has yet to be to a basketball game though. So
okay.
Have her. That would be a good one to bring her to.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be some good basketball.
Yes. So. Yes, it will. And you're not playing the Haver girls, so that helps.
That is, yes. I don't have to deal with Krasky and all, so that's so.
Beautiful. Hey, good luck this season, Coach. Looking forward to chatting every week, and good luck to my Vigilantes on Friday night.
I appreciate it, and it's great talking to you, and go Vigilantes.
It's Ty Ridgeway, the East Helena girls coach. It'll be a fun game tomorrow night. Haver's won, 4 of the last 5? 5 of the last 6 state titles? Oof. Good luck to the Vigilantes tomorrow. Not saying they can't win, because they can. But, or to the boys. I was thinking of the girls. Boys can win, too. It's going to be a good game. Good doubleheader tomorrow. Coach Ridgeway also told me after we hung up, he goes, he told one of the younger kids on the team that because it's so cold in Haver all the time, their ponies are blue. So there you go. Fun stuff. All right. It's a good one. I told my wife that one. That's a good one. Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return to the Off-the-Wall Mancave, we'll head back down to Townsend, check in with boys coach Tyler Patrick. That is next. This is the Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
There's only one place in Helena to cure your craving for Cajun cuisine, and that is Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys and catfish to jambalaya and much more, Cafe Zydeco has the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And Cafe Zydeco cares about those that take care of us. Military, law enforcement, first responders can get your drink free as a way of saying thank you to those that protect us every day. If you're looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner, get the flavor of the Big Easy in Big Sky Country at Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. Who we kidding? We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Final segment. On a Thursday, brought to you by Copper Club Casino. Hot games, warm folks, cold drinks. Drink and gamble responsibly. Pink's going to be in Missoula, August 28th, Washington Grizzly Stadium. I was talking to my wife about it. I'm like, do we go see Pink next year? And she's like, it might be the first day of school for first grade next year for the little one. I don't know if we'll make it. I don't know. By the way, I have tickets, not for a giveaway, but I have tickets to Garth Brooks May 2nd in Vegas. I could sell them for the right price. It's the day after my daughter's birthday. I wanted to take my daughter for her 6th birthday to go see Garth and maybe Miranda Lambert too. But my wife thought we're not taking her to Vegas to see Garth. That's a present for you, not for her. So anyway, talk to me. Talk to me if you want to buy some Garth Brooks tickets in Vegas for May 2nd. What else? Oh, speaking of my daughter, I found this the other day. She made this summer, and I've finally found it. It's all about my daddy. So she filled this out when she was at preschool. Daddy is 17, I think. Close, honey. Brownish hair. It's more blonde. Eyes are blue. That's correct. Favorite food is lettuce. I've been eating a lot of salad. Favorite color is blue. That's right. Daddy okay, so in the summer I golf a lot, right? Daddy likes to wear golf clothes. Daddy's job is at the golf course. Daddy likes to go golfing. My job is not at the golf course, although it might seem like it. He's smart because he knows how to listen. Daddy works hard at keeping me safe. He always tells me to listen. I'm happy when Daddy takes me out to eat. We have daddy-daughter date nights. Love it. And I love Daddy because he hugs me and gives me kisses. So my little sweet princess. Oh, she is the best. My other 2 kids are pretty cool too. Man, we got on this day in history coming up, the walk-off. It's time to check in down at Townsend with the boys basketball team. Yesterday it was girls. Today it's the boys. And Tyler Patrick, in his 2nd year, joins us here, Jason Walker Show.
All right, Coach. First time on the Jason Walker Show. How was your summer? How are you? Give us some history of who Tyler Patrick is.
Well, first of all, thanks for calling me up, and I appreciate it, and for the exposure and everything. And my name's Tyler Patrick. I'm 25 years old. I've been playing basketball my whole life, and I guess to start things off, I grew up in Townsend. I'm the head coach of the Townsend boys basketball program. I grew up in Townsend. My dad taught here, coached here, and for a long time he was a superintendent in Townsend. So it's pretty cool that I get to be back here doing something that, being a part of the Townsend community early on. It's really, really cool to be back. So I grew up in Townsend. Eventually, we moved to Great Falls, and I played out my high school career at CMR High School and played basketball for John Sislow at CMR High School, and that really kind of, I would say, evolved my game quite a bit, being able to go to a AA school instead of a Class B school, where I got to see, both games. My brother went to high school here in Townsend, and so being able to watch him play at the Class B level and then myself playing at the AA level, it's really cool to, be a part of both worlds, being from a small town and then being able to see what it's like in a big town. I went to college at MSU, graduated 2 years ago, and now I'm here in Townsend. So my first year of teaching, I there's a head coaching position open, and I applied for it. Didn't think much of, thought I'd get it, maybe an assistant, but yeah, I got kind of thrown in the ringer right away. And, that kind of led me to, last season. And so, a lot of the stuff, I have to give a lot of credit to, Kirk Flynn for, my assistant last year, for kind of showing the ropes, what a head coach does. I had a pretty good idea just because of how long I've been around the game. Mm-hmm. And so just kind of like doing a lot of things my coaches did that I thought, really helped my game, kind of what I wanted to emulate as a coach. But really Kirk Flynn, I have to give a lot of credit for, because he could have left, when, the guy he was coaching with, Coach Watson, for a long time. He could have left after, he decided to hang it up, but he didn't. He kind of probably knew that I needed some help. So I was really appreciative of that. Yep. But yeah, that kind of led us to, we didn't make it out of districts last year. But we definitely should have. It's one of those things where it's just like, the chips didn't fall in the right ways, and we didn't win the game to get us to the divisional tournament. And so now that's kind of led us to, I guess, where we're at today. I didn't have any assistant coaches over the summer, so we kind of had to kind of scramble last minute. I met my assistant coaches the day before the first practice this year. So this summer it was pretty interesting because it was just me at open gyms, and there's positives that go with that. I got to create a lot of relationships with a lot of these young freshmen, mm-hmm. And we're young. I mean, last year we graduated 4 guys, 2 were starters, and all-state players with Jesus Garcia and Ryan Rock. And then we had 2, probably one of the best role players I've ever seen, in Cam Ferguson and Eric Eichinger. And they were totally comfortable coming off the bench and being spark guys off the bench, which is where we got a lot of our success. So when teams subbed in, and I was like, sweet, I've got 2 studs coming off the bench ready to rock and roll. So we ended up winning a lot of games based off our seniors, but we also had a lot of young talent last year, with Sawyer Horn, Deegan Matson, and Ryden Reed. They were sophomores and they started. So it's really nice to have juniors starting this year who already have experience.
Sure.
And, we didn't win a lot of games over the summer, but it kind of taught us how to, be better as a team, being able to figure out, who's really our number 1, 2 option when shot clock's running down. And because we kind of relied on Jesus Garcia and Ryan Rock last year to kind of pick up those pieces where it's like, all right, if it's panic time, these guys can kind of take control of the game. It was a really good learning experience for those 3 now juniors this year to really take over.
Yep.
So yeah, we learned a lot this summer. A lot of younger guys are coming in and filling roles, which is really cool to see.
Townsend boys basketball coach Tyler Patrick joining us here. Jason Walker. You brought up Coach Sislo, and I had so many questions about Coach Sislo because I've talked to him a lot over the years. He's just such a great dude, and his detail, his focus with basketball. I mean, there's a reason he's been successful with the Rustlers, and I'm sure he taught you a lot, whether he knows it or not, about how to coach the game of basketball.
Oh, 100%. And it really is that, you pointed out his attention to detail, and it truly is like he wants something done and he'll get it done. And he does a good way of like teaching you how to do it. I definitely wouldn't have been comfortable enough to do like a head coaching job, probably if I didn't have him as a head coach. And another thing that I think he doesn't get enough credit for is the fact that he, the way he lets his assistants take control in certain situations, and the way he tells his coaches, hey, this guy needs to be at this level. This guy needs to work on this. And he really delegates his assistants really, really well to the fact where those guys get up to varsity and they're varsity ready. Mm-hmm. It's not like, oh, you're swinging JV and it's like, oh, maybe you get a minute or two here. No, it's all 12 guys on the bench could play the entire game, which is something at the AA level you really, really need to do to see success. It's like your star player gets in foul trouble. We really didn't flinch much. It was like, all right, next guy up. And I have I don't know if you've talked to John Stewart before, but he's my favorite basketball coach I've ever had, just with, Butte raised, and he had a bunch of stories and just kept all of us guys on JV just engaged and ready to run through a brick wall for him. And so I think that also really prepped us to be really good basketball players by the time Sislo was, ready to, have us on the court. But yeah, like a lot of the stuff I'm able to run successfully as a second-year coach is 100% credit to Sislo.
Do you feel pressure being a Townsend boy and now coaching the boys basketball team?
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think that's a good thing. If I went to a school that I didn't grow up going to, I feel like there'd be a lot less pressure. But I think it really gets me in tune for every single game. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is. I want to obviously win every single game. Sometimes it's not realistic, but, I really want to do it for this community because I still have people, I just going to fill up with gas or, going to, somewhere for breakfast. If we have a morning shoot around, it's like all these people still, remember me, and I left when I was like 12. So it's really, really cool to come back to a community who, really inspired me to do this in the first place, teaching and coaching. So yeah, there is added pressure, but it makes it, when we win, so much more bittersweet. It really does.
Awesome. Well, Coach, I'm looking forward to chatting all year and following the Dogs and seeing the growth, the success that you guys are going to have on the floor and off the floor as well, because we know they're still high school kids. So it's the student athlete first.
Absolutely.
He coaches the Townsend boys. His name is Tyler Patrick. Coach, appreciate the time, as I said, and we'll chat next week after a couple of wins this weekend.
Sweet. Sounds good. Thanks a bunch, Jason.
Tyler Patrick joining us. Jason Walker Show, Off-the-Wall Mancave, and the Bulldogs in action. Next week, we'll talk with Jefferson Panther coaches, Anthony Knoll and Aubrey McMaster as well. So just saw this. So the NFR was supposed to start tonight, but based off of what happened yesterday down at UNLV with 4 people being shot, 3 of them being killed, NFR is being postponed tomorrow, or to tomorrow for the first night at 5:45 Vegas time down there at Thomas and Mack right there at UNLV. So in order to get the full 10 rounds in and maintain that tradition of the 10 rounds of the national finals, there'll be a makeup round Wednesday, December 13th at 10 a.m. with no public access. So it'll be an empty arena for that round. Ticket holders will be able to get refunds for that. But LVE President Tim Keener said, quote, "We all have heavy hearts over the tragic events that occurred Wednesday. The National Finals Rodeos brought the Vegas community together since 1985. We will honor those that we have lost through our rodeo, an event that celebrates unity, togetherness, and bringing friends and families together. We will do this in solidarity with our fans, as well as our partners at the PRCA, UNLV, and the community," end quote. So they worked together today with the Thomas and Mack, City of Vegas, the PRCA, everybody to figure out how to do the NFR with the shooting yesterday on campus. And so now the rodeo will start tomorrow. Moment of silence will be at the start of the rodeo performance as well. So that just coming across, and wanted to let you know that. Let's see here. Let's do on this day in history. It is, man, I can't believe it's December already. It is Thursday, December the 7th. It is National Slime Day today, Cotton Candy Day, and Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. This date, 1937, Red Sox acquired the contract of 19-year-old Ted Williams, who would go on to become the greatest hitter in baseball. 1963, the first use of instant replay, invented by CBS, Army-Navy football game. 1985, Australian Women's Open, Martina Navratilova beats Chris Evert-Lloyd for her third and final singles crown in Australia. Texas Rangers signed Nolan Ryan to a one-year contract on this date in 1988. What, he pitched for 6 more years? 1991, A.J. Kitt of the U.S. would win the World Ski Cup. And Johnny Bench turned 76 today. Larry Bird turned 67. Hermann Maier, Austrian skier, 2-time Olympic gold winner in Super G, giant slalom, 3-time world championship gold, 4-time overall World Cup champ, born in 1972. Altenmarkt im Pongau, Austria. Pongau. 1915, Eli Wallach was born. Eli Wallach was the bad guy in Magnificent Seven. 1787, Delaware, the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. 1869, Jesse James first confirmed bank robbery. Gallatin, Missouri. And we mentioned it's Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. On this date, 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy with 353 planes attacked the U.S. fleet at Pearl Harbor Naval Base, killing 2,403. Little known, on the same day, the U.S. Naval Air Station Kaneohe Bay in Hawaii, 18 sailors were killed by the Japanese Navy. 33 of 36 patrol planes destroyed or damaged, and the first Japanese aircraft was shot down in action. I have yet to be to Pearl Harbor. I've yet to be to Hawaii, but definitely want to go. My son has been over there and visited the USS Arizona Memorial and says it's absolutely stunning as far as like the remembrance. Let's see. Cowboy Channel keeps talking news with the rodeo being postponed a night. While on that December 13th, next Wednesday, 10 a.m. performance in Vegas will not be on open up to the public, but it will be shown on Cowboy Channel. So you'll be able to watch next week. So there'll be 2 rounds Wednesday. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. And what did we miss? Oh, Bobby Houck named the AFCA FCS Region 5 Coach of the Year. No surprise. No surprise. And if you missed earlier, the Montana State women's volleyball team has advanced to the last 4. They'll play Wichita State on Saturday. So good luck to them, because got a coach coaching to win. Oh, man, what a fun show. What a fun week. Thanks to Brandon Day, Guy Almquist, David Lawson, Katie Garson-Forba, Ben Dudek, Tyler Patrick, Ty Ridgeway, Carson Bender. We'll talk to most all those coaches next week, along with Anthony Knoll and Aubrey McMaster from Jefferson. And who knows who else. National Finals Rodeo underway tomorrow. You can get your Cowboy Channel, watch it there. And enjoy the weekend. See you at East Helena Hoops tomorrow, possibly. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to our great fans. Couldn't do it without you. You can tweet us anytime. At Walker Sports. Check out Continental Divide Radio, JasonWalkerMedia.com, JasonWalkerShow.com if you missed anything. We'll see you back here next week. This is in the Off-the-Wall Mancave, The Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.